Okay, guys, I'm going to take you on a real interesting partial build tonight. And I say partial because I've already got part of it done. And it's 4 Buck 112s here. These are going to be incredible. So my friend Robin sent in a bunch of these, and I've got 4 here in progress right now. A couple in nickel. I think a couple are in S30V blade steel. But they're all 112s, and they're all smooth frame, no finger grooves. But I've got 2 here done as bear head editions. Let me show you what we're working with here so far. So in comparison to something like this, where you can see we're fitting between 2 bolsters, you see that? And this is a synthetic, supposed to look like a jasper stone. I'm excited to see how this is going to turn out. And this is a very dull finish, and the client says he hopes I can put a little better finish. I'm pretty confident I can take this up to like a mirror glossy, like a polished jasper stone. So I'm hoping I can get that done. Right here, this is a bear head edition because I've removed that rear bolster, which is why this material just runs right off the back. And this is a red pine cone. Real pine cone with a red resin in there. And you can see I'm gonna bandsaw off the bulk of this, and then we'll start trimming that down. And this is another bear head version with a red dyed buffalo horn or bison horn. That's ought to be nice, but no file work. Client didn't want any file work on these. And this one is in a bloodwood with an anvil. So this ought to look pretty sweet when we trim these down to size. Again, I'll hack off a lot of the bulk there with the bandsaw. Same thing here, and then we'll go to work on the belt grinder. But it's a cold Friday night here. I'm in the workshop myself. And I'm just going to put on some tunes. Well, probably not tunes. It'll probably be some preaching or teaching, podcast, something like that. Most of the times lately, listening to like theology, just theology all the time. Doing a lot of studying lately, a whole lot of studying and reading. It's just how I feel, it's how my mind's working lately. I want to be engaged in something when I'm working. Just the tunes aren't working for me lately, just bobbing to tunes when I'm working. Most cases I want to be learning something. Let's go in the grinding room. Bare-headed brass in the bison. And you can have a look at them all here now, roughed in with a 120 grit. You don't want to start rounding all of those edges at this stage in the game, because if you do, by the time you round them with the 120 and round them with the 220, round them with the 400, the 600, maybe the 1000, you're left with no like form. This is just a soft round handle, and you don't want that to happen. Notice we've lost the red there. I figured that was just like a surface paint. Sure it was. As soon as I touched it, just a little bit of paint on the surface, that's all. And look at this incredible set we have here for this gentleman, guys. Just incredible. So first we have that jasper, and you remember the client was afraid maybe we wouldn't get above that like matte finish. But as you can see, a perfect glass finish. This is your standard 420. We kept both bolsters with this one, but just an incredible piece. Isn't that a beautiful color? Fit and finish, just near perfect on this one. Absolutely beautiful. This is the stiffest one out of them. Sometimes they have to work in a little bit, adjust to their new pins. And here's the other. This is a brass version, of course, with that bloodwood. And then our anvil, our polished anvil in there. Just a beautiful piece. Let's have a look. 420 HC model, but the drop point. And again, this is a 112. Isn't that something? Just a gorgeous knife. One of a kind. The first of the bare head versions, and that is with the rear bolster removal. So you can see we've removed that rear section all the way back in nickel. And this, as you can see, is a Boss Heat Treat S30V. A little smudging there. Have to clean that up. But this is in that red pine cone. So that's a real pine cone in there. Just exquisite. Look at that beauty. And then lastly, maybe the finest out of the bunch. Let me know. You have to let me know in the comments which is your favorite. But this bison or buffalo horn in the brass. So I do prefer the brass over the nickel. Just you can't beat that brass finish. Just so classic. Such a beautiful look in my opinion. And then with that black bison, this is just, made it so unique. Almost looks like a Loveless pattern there now. What it brings me, it doesn't even look like a folder. Your mind doesn't go there when you look at it. Just a stunning, stunning piece. Look at that. So that's it for this build, guys. I hope you really enjoyed it. If you're interested in having one of these built for you, you can go ahead, shoot me an email. It's listed down below. If you want to check out my available stock, head over to connosley.com/shop. All kinds of great stuff there right now that you can avail of. Christmas is coming up. You want to jump on it because stock might be a little more limited this year than in years past. But I'll do everything I can for y'all. Thanks so much for watching. Hit that like button. Subscribe to my channel if it's your first time here. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know which of these 4 you liked best. And I hope to see you in the next video.